him so that you can speak through him to us. So in the end, Father, what we will actually be hearing is from you. So, Father, we pray that you will bless this occasion. Father, I really and truly pray that each one of us will get a word from the Lord. Not just learn something new, but apply something new.
That's good. That's good.
So, Father, be with our speaker, bless him and use him, prepare our hearts and minds for the word of God. In Christ Jesus' name, let the people of God say amen.
Amen.
Amen. Dr. Walter said, amen.
Okay. The two toughest times to talk to us as people of color is before we eat and after we eat.
Amen.
And so my challenge today is to rise high, spit fire, and sit down so that we can have a meal together. A little bit about me. I'm a pastor in Dothan. I'm self-employed. I used to be an engineer until they retired me in April the 17th of 2015 when they basically told me, we don't need you anymore. After 30 years, I didn't even get my Rolex watch, but God is still good. Amen. Amen. So I work for myself. I'm a life coach. I'm a mentor, pastor, professional speaker, author. I've written several books. I have one for singles. This is to help your self-esteem. It's a 21-day devotional to improve your self-esteem. And I just put together a premarital coaching workbook, the 12 commandments you need to obey before you say I do. I'm so excited. Okay. And I'm also working on a workbook for married couples. I'm going through some marital coaching right now with a couple. We are married. Now what? The fruits of a healthy marriage. Amen. And what we're going to talk about today is nothing new. Is what is love. And my talk tonight is real simple, about 59 minutes on love is a verb. And ladies, where are my single ladies at? Where are my single ladies? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So where your notebook? Y'all want to manifest Boaz, right? You supposed to be taking notes. If I'm talking, you ought to be writing. That's why I tell the young people. All right, where my married couples at? Where my married couples at? Okay, I see you. I see you. Married couples, we got 1, we got 2. We got 3, we got 4 couples in here. So if anybody ought to know love, let's do a real quick swipe across one. How long y'all been married?
33.
33. Well, okay. She said that so excited. 30. Okay, so we got 30, 33, 30, 30. 12. Oh, y'all give it up for the newlywed. And she said that's so excited. She's like 12. So I want to be very interactive. So what we're talking about, love is a verb. What do I even mean by that? Love is a verb. What does that mean? Let me see a show of hands. What does that mean, love is a verb? You can't, You're a pastor, no. Let's say it loud. So last night, February 14th, the whole world was showing love last night. But it's a little misleading because love ought to be all the time. You ought to be able to show your partner that I love you every day. When you wake up in the morning, you ought to roll over, rub your partner's stomach, look at him in the eye, say, how may I serve you today? Amen, lives. We hate that word. We hate that word in relationships, in couples. We hate that word. But God called us and said, he just read that verse in the Bible. God called us to service. So why can't we serve each other in relationships? And the single ladies, all my singles, you have to understand that you got to prepare. And I was just talking to a young lady before I came here. You got to prepare your mind to be a wife. What does Proverbs 18:22 say? Spit it out at the top of your head. What does Proverbs 18:22 say? It says, he that finds a wife. It does not say she that finds a husband. So get off all those relationship sites. I'm talking in a minute. Y'all mighty quiet. It does not say he that finds a girlfriend, a boo thing, or a side chick. You are preparing to be a wife. There's really no classes. There's really no curriculum in your local college to really prepare us to be a husband or a wife outside of the Bible. The Bible says in Genesis, the two shall become what? Y'all say that's so soft. It shall become what? One. No more I, but us. U-S. So, the issues a lot of time we're having in our relationship, we don't want to give up us. Is that right? Y'all mighty quiet? Amen. We have to major in giving ourselves to the other person. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about love is a verb. What is love? What is love? Who is love? Who is love? God. Jesus. God is love. Amen. We're going to talk about the 4 types of love. Y'all ought to be taking notes. This is rich, y'all. Pastor and I were talking about this. This is straight from heaven. Y'all getting the fresh word. You can't Google this and find this on the internet. This is Dr. Sim, the Lord and Dr. Sim. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. 4 types of love. How to manifest. How to, single ladies, y'all take these to your girlfriends. Ruth did not pray for Boaz. Amen, Salad. Amen, Salad. Ruth didn't pray for Boaz, but she manifested Boaz. She brought him into the picture because she had the right mindset. So many men and women don't really understand what love is all about. Write this in your notes real quick. My married couples, y'all write this in your notes. This is how to prevent taking each other for granted. Because the longer you're with somebody, you begin to take each other for granted. Oh, they won't always be there. But write this in your notes. Kiss me like it's the first time. And hold me like it may be the last. Go on, Dr. Sim. Kiss me like it's the first time. Every time you look at each other, y'all get excited. Every time you think about each other. Have you seen? All right, John. I see her face everywhere I go. Okay. Y'all didn't ask me to sing today, okay? How to manifest your Boaz or Ruth. We're going to look at the Ruth model very quickly. And how to have a fruitful marriage. Okay, my married couples, give a grade on your relationship real quick. And we're going to start in the back. Give me a grade, A to F. Give me a grade on your marriage. What y'all got? Give me an 8. I'm gonna call y'all married couple 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, y'all 4, y'all 1. So give me a grade on your marriage real quick. Give me a grade.
Well,
let's be honest. An 8. Okay, the 8. Thank you, 12. Okay, 8. Give me a grade.
Oh, man.
Give me a grade.
8.
8. So I got 2 A's. So what are y'all doing here? Okay, 8. Give me a grade. Give me a grade quick.
B.
A B. Thank you. Give me a grade. B plus. B, A, A. So basically, y'all are doing good. So what my talk for y'all is going to be is maintenance, because y'all already pretty much got everything going, but we're going to talk maintenance. So my singles, give me your hands again. Single people, give me a grade on your single life. How you doing being single? Give me a grade A to F. Give me a grade. How are you being single? Are you good? Woo! Or are you like, well, okay, give me a grade.
It ain't where I want to be right now.
Well, be honest. I can only help you if you be honest with me. It's not where I want to be. Give me a grade. Give me 11.
I'm gonna give you a B only because I'm a widow.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you got to be. Yes, ma'am.
C.
Give me a C. I got a B and a C. Okay, keep going.
I'm B minus.
B minus.
C minus.
C minus. Y'all got to get in the right mindset. First of all, you got to love yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I talk about in here. Write this in your notes. If you don't love you, it is criminal to expect somebody else to do something for you you're not doing for yourself. And even in the marriage, y'all write this in your notes as well. Even in marriages, a lot of times, we don't love ourselves, so how can I love you? Because the couple I'm working with now didn't even know each other's love language. Wow. So how can I love you and I don't even know what makes you tick? Hello. So what's your love? Singles, what's your love language? What is love? The Bible says in 1 John 4 and 8, God is love. So a lot of times, we don't even love because we're using love on things we ought to like. Come on, somebody. Y'all feel me? And 1 John 4:18 says, there's no fear in love. Because a lot of times as singles, we are really afraid to love. And even in marriage sometimes, we are afraid to be vulnerable to our partner. Yeah. Hello. You and again, I'm talking to my couple about this. You should not be afraid to be yourself with your husband or your wife.
Right. Yeah.
Why am I afraid to be vulnerable with somebody that's seen me naked at least 3 times? That was a joke. You should have liked it. Hello. There's no fear in love. And see, the people that got a low grade in your single life, you are afraid to give you to somebody because you're giving you to the wrong person all this time.
Hallelujah.
Amen. Like, see, you are so afraid to love because you weren't waiting for your Boaz or Adam to show up. So you got fast, like Big Mama said. And just because that man said, I'll buy you the moon, but couldn't even buy you a Happy Meal, you're like, ooh. Ooh, child, he said he'll buy me the moon. Where does he work? He ain't got a job. Because can I chase another rabbit? The men, what my men in the room? Raise your hand if you're a man. The man should be taking care of the woman. Because Boaz was a provider. I need some help. If that man cannot pay for your dinner, pay for the movie like I did last night, you all go see Harley Quinn, that was a good movie. Okay, anyway, I'm back. If that man cannot take care of you, and I'm not talking about him going through transition, that's a whole nother story, but the man is the provider. What the woman brings to the table, that's just bacon. Because when the Lord was delving out the punishments for them being disobedient in the garden, he gave woman some things, but he told the man, you tend the garden. That's right. Women, y'all are so out of position. I don't even have time to get into all of that. But women, you got to get back in position.
That's right.
Like Shanae says on Martin that I watch every at midnight. Shanae said, I'm a lady. And ladies, I don't care how old you are, hold your standard. Y'all the prize.
That's right.
If this world didn't have a woman in it, Lord, gonna take me right now. If this world didn't have a woman, 36, 24, 39. Y'all, why y'all looking at me so funny? We're just being real. If this world did not have a woman in it, I wouldn't want to be here.
Should be more men in here listening, because this is real good.
Thank you. And women, y'all have to understand, y'all are the prize. Y'all are a Bentley, and you've been treating yourself like a Honda Accord.
Amen. Amen.
And you got our young girls doing the same thing. When it blows my mind that our young girls think it is fashionable to twerk and show their butt.
That's right. That's right.
Which I don't mind, because when I be looking, don't get mad at me, because you got something on your butt. I'ma look. And older women, y'all need to be teaching younger ladies, it's more than just how you look on the outside.
That's right. That's right.
I never in my life would imagine that these young ladies think it's fashionable to get butt injections and breast injections and lip injections. Got false hair, false eyes, false fingernails, and want a real man. Amen. Exercise. We want y'all to be real. If it don't look good, that's all right. I just want it to be real. Look at your name and say, just let it be real. That's a whole other conversation. Let me keep going.
What are the 4 types of love?
I'm gonna get there. Mom, she rushing, boy. She rushing. I'm gonna get there. Let me hurry. I'm gonna get there. Okay, stop saying this, singles. Stop saying this and jot this in your notes. Stop saying this. I'm tired of being by myself. Because if you're tired of being by yourself, Pastor, why would I want to hang out with you? See, there's power in what we say. So first of all, y'all need to clean up your conversation.
That's right.
I'm not lonely. I'm not desperate.
Amen.
And I'm not just going to settle for anything and anybody. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to treat me any kind of way. And ladies, quit allowing men to just blow the horn and you run out the house, jump in the car like you ain't never been in the car before.
Okay.
Bump, bump. And teach your daughter. If they can't come knock on the door and say, I'm here to pick up Shanae. Where have our morals gone? We're not desperate.
Come on. That's great. That's good.
Where are our morals? Back in there when y'all was growing up, how did he attract you? How did your husband attract you? How did he attract you?
Working hard and when Dixie bagging them groceries.
You love the way he handled that lettuce. He put it in the bag. Hallelujah. You love the way he got that paper off plastic. WRK, write this in your note. Every black woman want a BMW. And that's a black man word.
All right.
The sexiest thing in the world to a woman that's got some about it is a man that's got a good work ethic. And let me chase another rabbit. Don't get mad when the man got to work. Fix his dinner, fix his lunch, fix his breakfast. Make sure his water is running at night. Lay his pajamas out so when you get home you can let him soak in that tub and say, baby, what else you need? And y'all laugh at women that, how shall I say this? Y'all laugh at women that are escorts and women of the night. They know how to take care of a man.
That's right.
Come here, Cardi B. Can I chase another rap? Do you know that most escort services and porn sites and strip clubs are funded by married men? Because married women think that it's funny to let your man go out hungry and horny.
All right now. All right.
And y'all think y'all doing something and your man wants you tonight and you think you're doing something. Oh, you can't touch me. Because I got this locked down and you can't bother me because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. And then when he called Shaquan, you want to get attitude and come and stand in front of the altar about, oh, I need y'all to pray for me. Oh, my husband, I don't know where he was that night. Wait, you didn't give? Okay, amen. Stop saying I'm tired of being myself. And stop expecting somebody that you want to be more than what you are right now.
Okay. That's good right there.
There's a song I talk about, I want this. I expect my man to be this, and I expect him to have this, and I expect him to have that. But if you want a man with six-pack abs, you got to have a six-pack.
Amen.
Don't have a keg and you want me to have a six-pack. Come on, somebody. Pastor, it's rough out here, Pastor. It's rough. You expecting that man to be all of this, and you expect him to be 6'4", you expect him to be 250, to sound like Denzel and to sing like Jamie Foxx, and then you looking some kind of way. Write this in your note. If you want tight to come, you got to get your game tight. Oh, it's mighty quiet in here. Them singles quiet. I guess they right. Amen. Let's keep going. Stop thinking, and married folks, and I know y'all got this, but you need to tell this to your friends. And how have y'all been successful all these years? Don't go in a marriage thinking you're going to change anybody. That's God's job.
Yes.
Give your partner the latitude to evolve in the relationship. We are different. I'm different at 53 than I was at 23. We say all the time, we talked about a few minutes ago, we say all the time, oh, Jesus take you just as you is, but you want that person to change to something that you want them to be. Okay, let's just say, I changed to the person you want me to be. But what am I going to do when you get tired of this new person and you want somebody else? Now I'm stuck. And all the hypocrite is pretending to be something that you are not. My son asked me one day, Dad, how do you get a woman to like you? I said, you be number one at being yourself. That's right. What you see is what you get. Ladies, let me tell you something about men. Ladies, singles, let me tell you something about men. We don't have an ulterior motive. What you see is what you get. And singles, let me ask y'all to stop doing this. Stop calling men dogs. Hello, stop calling men dogs. Because see, I can't get in your yard if you don't open the gate.
Hey.
Amen. Exercise. But I don't know about these fellas in Georgia. I ain't jumping no fence. But if you leave that gate open, I wander in. Yes, sir. And quit telling. And ladies, I know y'all are doing this because Pastor is preaching for y'all to be celibate and hold yourself till you get married. Quit telling folks you being celibate. Y'all quiet on me. Quit announcing that. If you ain't planning to sleep with them anyway, why you telling you being celibate? Yeah. You need to be celibate from the bad attitude you've gotten over these years thinking nobody wants you. You got to get your heart right and say, I am vulnerable. Yeah. Y'all want me. Yeah. But I'm particular about who come check into my hotel. Come on, somebody. Am I making sense? So what do you hear me saying so far? What's your name? Hey, team. What do you hear me saying so far?
Get my attitude, that's where it begins.
I like her passion.
Yeah.
What do you hear me saying so far?
That's exactly what she just said.
Amen. This young lady, what's your name?
My name is Carmel. I hear you saying appreciate and love me first.
Thank you. And that's what you've been struggling with. You got to love yourself.
That's right.
Write this in your note. You have to give yourself permission to love. You got to forgive yourself all the bad. I just talked to a young lady coming here, and she needs some help. She's got 4 kids with 3 different men. And she's ready for Boaz. I said, we got to clean some stuff up. And I'm not making anybody wrong, and we're not even going there. But there's some attitudes that need to change. You just don't have to give yourself to somebody just to have somebody.
That's right. That's right.
God doesn't work in
That's
desperation.
right.
We're not desperate.
That's right.
Y'all are a prize. And you got to clean up everything so Boaz can see it.
That's
Oh, come on, somebody. All right, 4 types of love. Here we are. 4 types of love. Man, folks, y'all always be right into it.
We just had this on our prayer line last night.
Amen. 4 types of love. Here we go. Let me see how close I am to what y'all were talking about. I wasn't even on the line.
Oh, yeah.
All right. 4 types of love. 1, eros. That erotic love.
Yeah.
The natural attraction between a man and a woman.
That's E-R-O-S.
E-R-O-S. Eros. Erotic. And that kind of love is selfish. Take. And that's what a lot of single people are. Take. Even in marriage. Take. I want you to be with me tonight. Versus I want to be with you tonight.
You said selfish.
Yeah, that erotic love is selfish. And I'm not here to talk about man, woman love. I'm talking about between a man and a woman, natural. I was on a radio show one evening. Some of my friends asked me to be in the hot seat. And one of the hosts was gay. First thing out the gate, he asked me, Dr. Sin, what do you think about gay? First question, First Lady. First question, what do you think about gay? And I was so politically correct. I was so smooth. I felt like Jesus when they told him that woman caught in adultery. What should we do? I was stoned. I felt like Jesus. He gave it to me. I said, listen, I'm a traditionalist. I believe in marriage between a man and a woman. And a lot of the listeners were like, he didn't answer the question. And the person said, oh, yes, he did. He said he's a traditionalist. I believe in the love between a man and a woman. Look at your partner right now and say, I love you. Amen. I love you. 4 times love. You rock. Self-love. Love. Take. The natural attraction between a man and a woman. Phileo. Number 2. Phileo. P-H-I-L-E-O. What's the city of brotherly love? There you go. So phileo is a love between friends. Like these 2 brothers right here. Friends. Do anything for you. Can I chase another rabbit? Quit calling associates friends.
Yeah.
Singles, you need to clean up your friend list. Y'all hanging out with some of the wrong people. You want to attract the right folks, you got to hang with the right kind of folks. Because Boaz told Ruth, you hang with my handmaids. I wish I had somebody sitting Ruth with me right now. Tell your neighbor, I need to change my friends. Number 3. Now this is the closest we'll get to the 4th type of love, agape, this third love. It's that parental love, storge, S-T-O-R-G-E. And the hyphen is on the E, storge. The parental love. This is the closest we'll get to God love. How many parents I got in here? 10 of you'll do anything in the world for your child, right? You will never stop loving your child, right? How many kids y'all got? I don't care what your kid, think about the worst thing your child has done. Just think real quick. 10 seconds. What's the worst thing your child ever did? Tina, what's the worst thing your child ever did? Just give me something that really made you mad. Just give me something simple. Something that made you really mad.
Stole my vehicle and debit card.
Okay. Did you disown him? Did you fuss at him a little bit? But how's your relationship with him today? That is a great segue into God's love. What's the worst thing he ever did to you in the relationship, in your marriage? What's the worst thing he's ever done? Give me the worst. Ask her. What's the worst thing he's ever done in your relationship?
Put out a paycheck in his piggy bank.
So what's the worst thing she's ever done? No, y'all, you each other. Well, I'm going somewhere. See, with the parental love, unconditional. But a lot of times in our relationship, we don't love like that. You feel me? Because God's love is deeper than parental love. So what's the worst thing he's ever done in the relationship? Just give me something simple. Worst thing that made you mad.
He forgot my birthday.
Everybody said,
What's the worst thing she's ever done?
Tell me not to get her birthday.
And you fell for it. It happened but one time, right? It just happened one time, right? Ladies, thank you, Pastor. Can I tell you something? When you're dealing with us, we can't read your mind. Tell us. Text me, write a list, put it on my forehead, give me a postcard, slide on the bathroom door. We cannot read y'all mind. Hello? What's the worst thing he's ever done? What's the worst thing he's ever done in your relationship? Worst thing. I know he's perfect. But just for the sake of this conversation, what's the worst thing he's ever done?
Not the worst, but you know.
yeah,
What's the worst thing?
drinking too much at one point.
Okay, thank you. What's the worst thing she's ever done? And I know she's perfect too, but what's the worst thing she's ever done? Just give me something. Something simple.
I really got upset.
Yeah, when you were so mad, you ran out the house and got you another drink.
Came home, forgot to pick up our baby from school, and I had been drinking. So somebody had to go back and get it out. It just didn't sit well.
Amen. And y'all were still together.
Still together?
Because see, God's love and singles, this is the critical point for singles. Agape love, God's love, marital love is unconditional. I don't care the worst thing you could do, I'm still gonna love you. How many of us really get there in our relationships? Because John 3:16 said, for God so loved the world. I want you to think about this. When was the last time you so loved somebody? Would you take a bullet for each other? Would you stand in front of your spouse? If somebody was about to shoot your spouse, would you stand in front of the bullet? I would give my life for you. I love you that much. Even if I cheated on you, I still gotta love you. Why you look at me like that? Are you married or single? Married or single?
Single.
Okay.
That's my other name right now.
Okay. Are y'all engaged?
We are in the relationship, special relationship.
Okay, I got a book for y'all. If y'all ready to get married, we can sing tonight. We got some. If y'all want to get married tonight, we can do it. I want y'all to purchase this book. This is $49. Y'all need this book.
The only problem I got with that, Pastor,
Talk to me.
that one word,
What's that one word?
obey.
I'm so glad we're here. Why do you have a problem with that word?
Ooh, Jesus.
Why do you have a problem with that word? The Bible specifically says, and I'm going to get to that when I get to marriage, that you're supposed to submit to each other. I was doing a wedding one time, Pastor, and I was doing the ceremony, and I told the bride, do you take Pookie to be your lawful husband? Do you promise to love, cherish, and obey? She said, hell no. I asked him, I said, bruh, Pookie, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? Do you promise to love, cherish, honor, and both? Hell to the no, Dr. Sim. And the congregation was like, and without skipping a beat, I said, well, at least y'all on one accord. That right there is what's wrong and why they did not give their single status an A, because you don't want to mind nobody. But can I tell you a secret? You got to mind somebody. And if you can lay with him and not obey him, there's a problem. See, it's easy to give our body, but it's hard to give our submissiveness and our heart to somebody. We can lay with somebody all day and twice on Sunday. And we can release ourselves, have orgasm, have a good time. But when it comes to really giving ourselves to somebody, oh, we ain't doing that. And that's why we're in the shape that we're in. And the world is beating us at it. Because there's some women out there, anything that man says, she said, if he said how to jump, she said how high. And y'all Christian women, I'm throwing a flag on y'all. Now, if he was out there doing drugs and chasing women, you at home fixing his dinner. But you get a godly man and you treat him like anything. It burns my spirit. Because before I knew the Lord, anything I wanted, you were right there. Because you were trying to get me. But now I'm saved and sanctified and full of the Holy Ghost. You think you can talk to me and treat me any kind of way. You ought to treat me better.
That's right.
Sarah called Abraham Lord.
Yeah.
Amen. Yes.
Let me give you the Negro International version. Hey, Dad. Y'all wrong for y'all mess. Y'all are not willing to give yourselves to your man. Old lady told me one time, and I was young in the ministry, she said, Pastor, you tell these young ladies, don't let your husband leave home pointed or hungry. Because we're wolves. We're predators. If we hungry, we going to get fed. If we horny, we going to get laid. Come on, somebody. See, I'm real. Some churches call me too risque. Oh, really? Why are our black homes 6% are led by women? Because we don't want to talk about it in the church. And me and you, we need to have a conversation. Y'all need to buy this book. The book is free. The autograph is $49. So, what's your name again?
It's Carnell.
I love your voice. Can you sing?
A
A little bit more. Really?
She sings.
If only you knew how much I do love you. Pick me up. Come on, give me some.
No.
So what do you hear me saying so far? What do you hear me saying so far?
Well, I hear you saying that, that first of all, we as women, for me, in a single perspective, that I got to step up my game. I got to recognize that, men are a good man, the quality of a good man, and not just to have a man, but a godly man. Like I said, a man that, like you said, a man that works a BMW. That's what I desire.
Praise
I
God.
don't deserve somebody who's kind of walking the streets. I'm better. That one little stuff.
Y'all are a Bentley. To get a man like this and get a man like this and these married men to get a man like that, you got to step your game up. Single ladies, put that in your notes. I got to step my game up. Okay? Because, how much time I got? It's 10 minutes to say how much time I got left. How much time I got left?
What time you start? Started late, so
About
about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. The Ruth model, real quick. Ruth did not know Boaz. She didn't know he existed. Naomi didn't tell her. 10 years prior, Elimelech, Naomi, their two sons, Mahlon and Chilion, moved to Moab because of a famine. 10 years removed, Elimelech dies. The two boys marry Ruth and Orpah. They're going to die. Some generational thing going on, so they all dead. So Naomi's feeling some kind of way. God is, but she gets a text that is food in Jerusalem, Bethlehem again. So she telling Orpah and Ruth, we finna go back home. She didn't tell them, she forgot about the nearer kinsman clause. If we lose ours, if our husband die, the cousin could marry us and take the tab, pick the tab up. She didn't tell them that. She pretty forgot about it because she's feeling sorry for herself. Rich Homie Quan feeling some kind of way. Okay? So, Orpah, all of them huddle up, cry. These two, y'all, the sister-in-law, cry. Oh, don't let, you got to go back. Oh! Orpah represents a whole lot of women. You don't want to change your state to change your state. She stayed back in Moab. But Ruth says, entreat me not to leave you. Don't beg me to leave. Don't beg me. I want to stay with you. Wherever you go, I want to go. She submitted and obeyed Naomi.
That's right.
It's a whole attitude is everything. Singles, put this in bold print on your notes. I must change my attitude if I want to change my altitude. Attitude is everything. And Ruth submitted herself to Naomi. So when they got back home, Ruth got in a field. And the Bible said it just so happened. It just so happened it was the field of Boaz. And Boaz told his homeboy, who is that? That's Naomi. That's Naomi's daughter-in-law, Ruth.
Yeah.
Leave some extra corn behind, some extra barley behind, and nobody dare not touch it. See, Boaz is a provider and a protector.
Yeah.
You want a man in your life that's big enough and bad enough to handle everything, including you. You want a man, Mama Tina, you want a man that can tell you to sit down, be quiet, and pay attention sometimes. You want a man with a strong hand and an easy touch.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Married ladies, let me hear you holler. You don't want no weak man. You want a man that can look you in your eyes and say, well, you go sit down somewhere. And you sitting there rolling your neck. You don't tell me what to do. If that's your response, you got the wrong Boaz.
That's right. That's right.
Because if you wanted a weak man, you would have married a woman. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
How many of y'all in here want a strong man? Let me see your hands. You want a man that says what he means and means what he says. You don't want no weak man that you can run over. If you trust him enough to stand before God, you trust him enough to lay with him and birth his children, and when he tells you something, you ought to do it. Now, the ownership is on us. I have to be leaderable. I have to be submissible. I have to be strong enough. I know who I am, Boaz. Because a good woman ain't going to just follow anybody.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Amen.
So you got your game got Boaz, our game got to be tight.
That's right.
You can't be wishy-washy dealing with Ruth. You got to be a provider, because Naomi told her, because when she got home with all that stuff, she had about 6 gallons of barley. Where you get all that from? Well, you know, I was in the field working, and this brother named Boaz rolled up on me and talking to me. I talked back to him. She was respectful. See, y'all got to play hard to get. Quit talking first. Y'all need the hush anointing. Write that in your notes. Married ladies too, y'all need the hush anointing. Somebody asked me, Dr. Sin, what's the hush anointing? Ask me, say, Dr. Sin, what's the hush anointing? Being quiet. You need to do this sometime. Especially black women, y'all talk too much. Y'all ask me to come talk to you.